Wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. Wave of the sea, dissolve in the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. I am the bubble, make me the sea. Make me the sea, oh, make me the sea. Make me the sea, oh, make me the sea. I am the bubble, 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 make me the sea. We'll chant Om 3 times together. Om. 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 Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Gurave Namaha. I bow to God. I bow to all the divine incarnations. I bow to all the masters of all times and all places. I bow to my beloved Gurudev. I bow to all of you and the entire creation. Om. Amen. By the grace of God and Sri Gurudev, we have assembled here to commemorate the 50th year of Sri Gurudev's coming to West, and at the same time to have few days for our own sadhana, to intensify our sadhana. Sri Gurudev was born in the year 1907, 27th May. It was a full moon day. And he was born in West Bengal and in British India. When people of India were struggling for independence, Sri Gurudev was struggling for real independence. His sadhana was not only for himself. He also told, my sadhana is also for the entire humanity. Once Sri Gurudev was present in a town not far away from Kashi. The name is Jaunpur. in Uttar Pradesh. And that was the Independence Day. The chairman of the local bar council, bar association, whatever they say, was Gurudev's disciple, and Gurudev was staying with him. He invited Gurudev to hoist the national flag. Gurudev went joyfully and he hoisted the flag. Then he gave a short speech. Are we independent? The question is, are we independent? Simple question, answer. Yes, we are independent. There is no British rule. We now rule our own country. Then Gurudev said, this is not real independence. So long as we are under the rule of the mind, intellect, ego, memory, sense organs, and sense objects, we are not free. They all are ruling over us, and we are under their rule. For example, the mind tells, I want to eat this. And what we do? We follow the mind, or we tell the mind to follow us. If you look at the whole world, people, what is happening? Who is following whom? We follow the mind, we follow the emotion, we follow our own ego, we follow their dictates. Are we free? Are we independent? A very simple question Gurudev asked that day. And that question today I'm asking to myself, to you, to everybody. Are we free? Are we not slave? We are slave of our habit, slave of our nature, slave of our likes and dislikes, slave of our own ego. Wherever we move, we think that I'm moving like this. Do you know, there was a sadhu. People believe that he doesn't become angry because he was always very peaceful. One young man went and asked, Babaji, do you have fire or matchbox? Why? I want to smoke. He said, no, I don't have. He said, please see, there must be matchbox. I am telling, there is no matchbox, there is no. Again and again and again and again and again, he asked the same question. You can imagine how long he could control himself. At last, the sadhu said in a very, raised voice, I have been telling that there is no matchbox, nothing, and you are again and again bugging me. He said, I was waiting for this fire. Which fire? No, your anger. People tell that you do not become angry. You are very peaceful. Now I see that you become angry. So you have this fire. We might pose ourselves very nice, but each one of us inwardly we know how we are and how we cover up ourselves. So you'll be thinking, why I'm talking this morning? Very simple thing we have been discussing all these days, that God has given us this body and we are humans. Human being is considered as the best of God's creation. If you read the Holy Bible, God said, you rule over those who fly in the sky, rule over those who live in the water, rule over all who are on the earth, we the humans took it in the wrong way. We thought ruling means controlling, ruling means punishing, ruling means killing, and so on. We forgot the real message that God wanted. The mind flies, rule over the mind. Ego runs, running on the earth, rule over your own ego. We have to discipline ourselves, we have to train ourselves, and we have to grow up. And we have to get rid of this slavery. It is unfortunate. Human beings, instead of becoming free from their own inner slavery, we created our own authority, behaving with others that you should follow me. Do you know, even in this meditation class, when the teacher tells, close your eyes, it is a command. Sit straight. It's a command. Before the teacher commands, he first commands himself. He first sits straight. He first disciplines himself, then he tells. That is what spirituality is. Its mother came to Thakur Ramakrishna and asked, Thakur, I am a poor woman. I have this little boy. He loves to eat sweet. Can you please convince him that sweet is not good? Thakur said, come after 2 weeks. Poor woman went back. After 2 weeks, came back with the same child. Thakur took the child with love and telling my child, it is not good to eat sweet. So don't demand sweet from your mother. Not good. Will you follow it? Yes, I'll do it. Very simple. That lady asked, Thakur, why did you not tell that 2 weeks ago? Thakur said, do you know, I was fond of sweets. I don't know if you know, because I go to Bengal often. There is still now the same sweet stall from where sweets were coming for Thakur Ramakrishna. It is still there. People of Bengal are very, fond of their own culture, so that is still there. However, Thakur said, when I used to take sweet, how could I tell the child, don't eat sweet? This happens in our life. Even we lie down on the bed, we tell the child, get up, get ready to go to school. Why the child will follow? The child is seeing that my mother is lying down and relaxing. Why can't I? In the village, we have seen our mothers, they used to get up too early, much before anybody gets up. So anybody who follows that, if one tells, I am doing this, you do it. It's good. We have to discipline ourselves. And we have our role models in the front. You look at the masters. I'll tell you about Sri Gurudev. Gurudev was born in a very affluent family, well-to-do. And all his brothers were well-educated and well-placed. He also had a very good job. And he decided, no, I have to renounce. I don't know if you know, Gurudev was also smoking. He was quite fashionable, expensive clothes. He came to Puri with everything. But the day he decided enough is enough, even in Puri, he had friendship. You know, do you know what happened? One person was alcoholic. Those who drink alcohol or those who smoke, they find if there is somebody, a friend, it becomes good. So the person wanted to get a friend to give him company. So he was searching how to find. He was walking, keeping his hand like this, he was walking. Another person was coming that side. He said, keep your hand down, you are obstructing my way. He said, there is so much of path, you can go. Then he said, surely you drink, isn't it? He said, yes. How could you know? Because of your habit. So I also drink. Let us go. So when Gurudev decided, when he went and lived in Puri in the beginning, he made friendship. They were friends, playing cards, smoking cigarettes, and so on. And Gurudev told his friends, my friends, I have taken a decision. He said, this as what? I have decided to leave this rented house and to live in this ashram. What? You will live in this ashram? Impossible. Because they know him. He's so, extrovert, playful, playing cards, smoking, fashionable, very luxurious lifestyle. And he's going to become a resident. It is not for you. We'll see. He'll say, you will see me. And they saw him. And do you know what happened? When Gurudev came to ashram, the ashram in charge, his name was Swami Sevanandji. He was very strict and very ill-tempered. He will shout and scream. If necessary, he can. He was like this. And Gurudev told, he was so rude sometimes, but he became a guard for me and he protected me. When I decided. I came and lived in the ashram. No smoking, no smoking. And when the friends came to see him, and the Swami said, you cannot enter here. If I want to change myself, it is me to change, nobody else. If I decide to do something, I'll have to do it. So the problem in human life, we have passed through so many lives. The mind knows our weaknesses. For example, you have come to the retreat. Mind said, okay, now you are sitting 3 times meditating. Satsang, this. When we'll come back, I'll see how you are meditating. Mind knows. And again, mind will create temptation. Okay, today meditate a little less. Maybe evening you'll meditate more. How many we are really strict? Swami Brahmanandji, he was one of our brother disciples. He was very strict in his timing. This time to get up, this time. This time meditation means no compromise. This time breakfast means that time breakfast. He was very punctual in his lifestyle. When he went to Europe the first time, there is change in time. So because of changing time, the body also, the body watch, body clock, it doesn't adjust so easily. He told me, now it is 4 o'clock. I have to go to toilet. I asked him, do you really have motion or you are going to toilet? He said, just going to toilet because 4 o'clock I should go to toilet. I said, what you will do? He said, sit on the toilet. So why you are sitting on the toilet? Because 4 o'clock I should go. Once I go, 2 days, 3 days, then body will accept it. It will come. A very simple thing he told. It has a deep meaning. My mind is not cooperative, but I'll sit. This is the time for meditation. I have to sit. No other, nothing to do. Because sometimes the mind will tell, oh, maybe I'll read now. Sri Gurudev told, when he was staying in ashram, the mind told, read the Gita. He said, first meditation, then Gita. Let me complete my course in meditation, then I'll study the scriptures. Gurudev said, no. To tell the mind, no, 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 that is needed. For the mind, for memory, and for ego, for these three, no, 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 no. Are we really strong to tell no to mind? The mind will tell, okay, today a little bit fried food. When I was young, I was a teacher. I was teaching in the college. I was the junior most for many years among the faculty members. So all the others, especially the mothers, the ladies in the teaching staff, they used to come and ask me, Babaji, what breakfast did you have? My breakfast was very simple. It was some flat rice, poha, some yogurt, some molasses, jaggery, good, and banana. That was my breakfast every day. One day they asked me, all together, all the mothers, Babaji, every day you are eating same thing. Are you not bored? I asked them, you are drinking same water every day. Are you not bored? You are breathing same air every day. Are you not tired? They said, Babaji, you have nice logic. It is true. I never get bored. You know, if you are hungry, eat when you are hungry. And if you are really hungry, whatever is given to you, it is nectar. You will not think of taste because you are hungry. And similarly, if you convince the mind, no, this is my food. To tell the mind, no, 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 no. Mind, memory, ego. These three. Intellect is all right. Intellect doesn't create too much of problem. This mind, memory, and ego. Old memory, he, she, old likes and dislikes, and ego. Whatever the mind will tell, no. To the one child, somebody asked, what is your name? He said, I have two names. He said, why you have two names? He said, my name is John. Everybody calls me John, but my mother always tells, no, John, don't do this. No, John. So my mother tells me, no, John, and everybody tells me John. So the same way we have to tell no mind, no, no, no means no. If we do not become strict to ourselves, we cannot change. If we want to change, I have to be strict. Strict in everything. People do know what is happening. Modern times, they accept spiritual life just like a pleasure. They have a nice apartment, I should have a nice apartment. They have a motor car, I should have motor car. They have a guru, I should have a guru. And not only that, we'll have comparison of your Guruji and our Guruji. Your Guruji tells, Duram, Duram, don't touch my feet. Our Guruji tells, come and touch my feet. Your Guruji is like, they compare also. There is comparison. Oh God. And do you know, people want to study Vedanta. listen to talks. And nowadays in the internet, you can find in the website and go on, sitting on the sofa, having a cup of coffee and watching it. Some Swamis talking, drink coffee and listen to him. This is sadhana, this is Vedanta, this is in ancient time in Gurukulam when one was going, there is a saying in Odia language, 12 barasa kale seva, Guru kahile kichi deba. After 12 years of hard seva of the disciple near the Guru preceptor, Guru is telling, okay, I'll teach him a little. That was the hardship. Even Lord Krishna was not free from that hardship of serving the Guru. And that was that time. But nowadays, do not, the Gurus are also, they come, they talk little humor, little joke, little, do not, somebody told. A friend of mine who is a monk in another spiritual organization, he said, our Guruji tells. I said, what did he tell? He said, our Guruji tells that you have understood what Vedanta is. Read some joke books. The Guruji has told him, read some joke books. People love more jokes than truth. Speak little bit of truth, but more jokes. And that is what a friend, a monk, is telling me, that the Guruji is telling nice jokes. And that is what people like. And what, the Gurus are also changing themselves depending upon the liking of the disciple, what they like. You should have lived with Swami Sri Yukteswar. So strict, so tough. Even a disciple like Paramahansa Yogananda is telling, Guruji, we left home to be with you, and if you treat us like this, where shall we go? He was, once Yogananda decided to leave, too much. But there is no compromise. This means this. I will tell the story of its holy man. It is a little miraculous story, but very tough. A very prominent attorney in Calcutta High Court, sleeping in his room, the window was closed, and mosquito curtain fixed, I'm telling long ago during British rule, he felt that something fell on him. He got up and found a stone. Stone falling inside through the mosquito net, on the bed. He couldn't understand it. How could and there's nothing, the mosquito net is intact, but the stone is falling on him, not the stone falling from the roof, nowhere, as if somebody threw from outside. When he was curious, then he found one sadhu standing there, the closed room, house. I was going by, I thought to throw a stone on you, I threw, and he disappeared. Can you imagine when he went next day to the court and started talking this, they thought he has become. Because it's all absurd. Don't know what happened to him. But he was thinking, I'm not crazy, but this thing, I have seen that man. How could that man enter my room? How could the stone fall on me when the mosquito net and everything is intact? Something is there. That year there was Kumbh Mela. He went to Kumbh Mela in Allahabad. And in Kumbh Mela, he found that sadhu whom he has seen. He looks like that. And sadhu looked at him and smiled. And then he followed him. The sadhu told, I live in Vrindavan, you can see me in Vrindavan. Now, he went to Vrindavan, he located the sadhu, and then he found that he had developed doubt. But the sadhu tells his disciple, go and you sit there and tell that here is a realized sadhu, come and see him. And disciple will shout, come here, have a darshan of a realized sadhu. He said, who advertises like this? And this, like this, he saw something he didn't appreciate. He thought, oh God, something wrong. I'm in wrong hand maybe. So one day he was packing his bag to leave. In the room, his room was closed. The sadhu appeared. Stupid. You are planning to go? Somebody entering your house when your house was closed from within and throwing the stone. So he got confused again. He said, yes, I'm confused that this thing. He said, look, I do intentionally all these things just to avoid people. Let people know that I'm not genuine, I'm fake. If you really want to follow me, you follow me, leave everything and stay with me. Do you know what happened? He wanted to follow him. He took him to the Himalayas and stay and serve me. Serve me means make chapati. So he has never done all these things. He was making chapatis and he will take, look at this chapati. Chapati should be round like this. This chapati. He'll scold and throw this chapati into fire. Like for everything scolding. Oh God. He had to live with such. One night he said, you meditate in your cottage. I am meditating here. It's snowing. And some fireplace is there. Fire is burning. So while meditating, he slept. This young man, the attorney, he slept. So then when the fire went down and it is cold, and out of cold, he got up and he went to ask for some fire, some burning charcoal from the Guru. The Guru was meditating and he knocked. When he knocked the door, the Guru says, who is this? Stern voice. And he's telling out, it is me. Why? I need little fire. Get out. If you would have to live comfortable life or sleep, you could have slept in your home with your family. Why did you leave your home? Why did you come here to follow me to sleep? This was the training during those days. That is the life they lived. But now, just to think, we have come to sadhana retreat, sadhana days. Which type of food? This is sadhana. If we really want to grow up, we have to be strict. If we really want to develop, we have to observe our own mind and observe its own, and these are my own weaknesses. I have to work on them. And I have to work, nobody else. I have a clock. It is also alarm clock. I never used alarm clock in my life. Never. I bring it here just to see the time that I should not be too late or too, just for that purpose. Never alarm clock. Few times I made mistake. Mistake means I slept little. I'll tell, I was staying with my Gurudev in the ashram. I am to get up at 3:30, get ready and leave the ashram at 4 o'clock. Previous night, Gurudev would ask, Papa, at what time? I used to tell 4 o'clock. So 2-3 minutes, 4 minutes before 4 o'clock, he used to come. And I will have this darshan, then I will leave. He will come up to the gate. That day I'm sleeping. And that day Gurudev came little early, not 4 or 5 minutes, maybe 10-12 minutes before. I heard his walking sound, footstep sound, and I knew it is Gurudev. I got up. Can you imagine? I opened the door and ran to the bathroom because I have to get ready with the short time. And Gurudev knew. He was sitting in that room and waiting till I came, and immediately I have to fix my clothes. It is not so easy with kacha and all this. And he checked my bag if I have taken my food or not. few times I have missed. But if I'm to get up, I have to get up. This type of discipline we need. Without discipline, some people, they spiritual life should be easy. It is easy. Listen, Gurudev said sadhana should be very easy, natural, and spontaneous. And he quoted the Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter, 1st verse. Rajavidya rajaguhyam pavitram idamuttamam susukham kartum abhyam. It has some susukham kartum. It should be easy to practice. And it is true. Kriya Yoga is, Gurudev said, everything in superlative degree. Easy to, surest, quickest, easiest, simplest, best. And he used everything in superlative degree. I was thinking, oh God, I was young. Why he's talking like this? Sometimes people might misunderstand. They might think that Gurudev is a little bit critical. He said, chant, 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 chant. What will happen by chanting? Gurudev used to say, I used to think, oh God, why he's telling so many people to chant? Then Gurudev said, very interesting thing. If you chant Krishna, 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 Rama, 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 God, 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 who will answer? God is within you. Then he said, if I ask Hariharanda, 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 who will answer? I am to answer. God is within me. This is the first. That is why it is said, Devam Bhutva Devam Yajet. Be divine, worship divine. First you be divine. Be good. Somebody asked, there was a holy man. His name is Swami Shivananji. I love him, from Rishikesh, Divine Life Society. His teachings are very simple. Be good, do good, be kind, be compassionate, and so on. So they had a program for which they invited the President of India. And he came. The President of India, Dr. Radhakrishnan, was there. Radhakrishnan asked the Swamis, those who came to invite, he said, I have a question. First answer me. What is the question? Your Guruji tells, be good, do good. Why first be good, then do good? Why can't do good, then you will be good? The counter question. And he was a philosopher. And he was a very humble man also. Really, India was privileged or is privileged. Some leaders are really great. He's one among them. Then the Swami who went and he told, if one is not really good, cannot do good. One can do good, but there will be ego. There are many people doing good things, but there is a mathematics. Another person who told this mathematics, he said, I do charity 100 and I have 100 ego. 100 unit of charity and 100 unit of ego. So charity divided by ego is 1. 100 by 100, 1. So I did one charity, only one, and I have no ego. 1 divided by 0, infinity. So his name was Sane Guruji. I don't know if you heard his name. Sane Guruji, he was really great person. He was born in Maharashtra. His complete name I don't remember. His family name was Sane. As he was a teacher, everybody called him as Sane Guruji. He was a freedom fighter and he was a very strong follower of Gandhi and Vinoba. He stayed in the same prison with Acharya Vinoba. And when Acharya Vinoba in the prison was talking on the Gita, he took down the note. And there is talk on the Gita by Vinoba. I don't know if you have read it. Very beautiful, small book, but very beautiful book, which is talked in the prison. Gita Pravachan, translated into many languages. Small book. That was by Sane Guruji. So Sane Guruji is telling, even little doing good with less and less ego, We all have ego. And do you know, a person might tell that I don't have ego. One who tells that I don't have ego has ego. To tell that I don't have is also ego. And ego is so tricky. It will enter in so many ways. Ego, ego, ego. That how to get rid of this ego? Getting rid of this ego, the easiest way is Ishvara Pranidhan. In Kriya Yoga, Tapaha, Swadhyaya, Ishvara Pranidhana, these three. Tapa, Swadhyaya, Ishvara Pranidhana, and Kriya Yoga. Such Patanjali is telling Kriya Yoga is consisting of these three. Tapa means action, Swadhyaya means knowledge, Ishvara Pranidhana, surrender to God. Ishvara Pranidhana, the simple meaning is surrendering to God. It's devotion. Surrender is an act of devotion. Surrender near whom? What is this meaning of the word surrender? I was looking at the dictionary, I wrote it down. Surrender is to stop resisting an opponent and submit to their authority. This is what surrender is. You know, when I came to know about what surrender is, I was a schoolboy. And there was Bangladesh war, Bangladesh Liberation War. And when there was surrender by the, so there was picture in the newspaper. That was the picture. I was a schoolboy. I was 11 years old, 11 plus, closer to 12. That picture is in my head. The surrender means this. And holding the weapons, surrender. So, yes, that is the military surrender. But what is surrendering to God? Surrendering near whom? To God. Be very careful. Earlier, I surrendered to my mind. Surrendered near my ego. Because I followed their dictate, commands. I was running. Mind is telling this, I want this, I want this, I want this. Do you know, somebody said, what do you want to be? I want this. I want peace. I want realization. I want spiritual progress. He said, okay, do one thing. Take care of I and want, everything will come to you. He said, what does it mean? I means ego, want means expectation, desire. If you take care of your own ego, own desire and expectation, everything will come to you. Ego, 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 ego. I told you, ego is good. Ego is an instrument. Ego has few factors. One is individuality. Yes, I'm an individual. This individuality is nothing wrong. Just like we sang the song, I am the bubble, make me the sea. This bubble is an individual. A bubble is an individual. Let us understand this song. In the song, where is the bubble? Bubble is on the lap of the sea. What is this bubble? This bubble is a drop of water, but inside there is air, outside is a thin film of water. So this is a bubble. So I am a bubble, you are a bubble, he is a bubble, she is a bubble. We all are the bubbles. So I am a small bubble. I am looking at a big bubble like who? Right? So I am looking at the big bubble. I have the complex. Oh, I'm small. And the big bubble is thinking, I am big. I have inferiority complex. And he has superiority complex. It is all ego. We forgot that we all are bubbles. We are for the time being on the lap of the... And if the bubble bursts, and when the bubble will burst, Gurudev said in Bengali, অতটুকু শ্বাস মাত্রে অতটুকু শ্বাস মাত্রে বাঁধা যার প্রাণ তার কত অভিমান তার কত মান with a little breath, our life is hanging. If the breath stops, everything stops. Suppose if breath stops, what will happen to this body? Dead body. You might shed a little tear. Oh, Baba came here, Swamiji came here, Guruji came here, he left. Even if you cry, I will not come back. Why to come back? Gone, gone, bye. Do you know? One who escapes from all this so-called drama is gone. You cry. When the breath stops, for what we have ego? Gurudev is telling, Oto tuk shas matre, bandhajar pran. Our life is just tied with a little breath. And only with this little breath, but we have so much of ego, so much of pride, so much of... So ego has few aspects. Individuality, this is number one. Number two is activity. Because of individuality, I'm able to work. For example, you are individual, he is individual, I am individual. I am talking because I'm an individual. So you are an individual, you are listening. So all because of individuality, individuality is needed for identity. For identity. Once we sleep, for example, we are meditating long, then slowly sleep came and we all slept. At that time, there is no individuality. In sleep, there is no individuality. In deep meditation, there is no individuality. When we are in wakeful state, so-called wakeful, it is not really awakening. We have individualities, nothing wrong. Individuality, because of identity, activity, we do aham karta iti ahamkara. I did, I got, I won, and I did. This is ahamkara. Third is possessiveness. I have. Another aspect of ego is authority. Oh, he's under my control. These are all ego. And now how to deal? The dealing is, masters say, you surrender. The modern education, the Western lifestyle creates so much of ego in every individual. Can you imagine? A little child was inviting me. Can you come to my house? He told like this. I asked, you have a house? Yes, my house. Where is your house? Is it your house or your parents' house? Because he never thought like that. No, it is parents' house, but still it's my house. Still then he's trying to justify. That little child is till now, this is still my house. Talking like this. And do you know, sometimes one day I was with Gurudev. I was new in West. It was in the airport. And those who are disciples, they know they are touching the feet of Gurudev. And other people in the West, they are looking with a little bit, reluctance and repulsion. Why they are touching the feet? It is because it is said that you should bend your head near God. Beautiful. But we forgot that God is omnipresent. Where is God? Where is God? God is in all. When Gurudev's sannyas Gurudev took sannyas from the Sankaracharya Puri, Pujya Swami Bharati Krishna Tirtha. He was a great soul of India. And when he told Brahmachari ji, I will initiate you as monk, but do you know, I will wash your feet and bow down at your feet. Will you accept it? Gurudev said, Guruji, in our Kriya Yoga, while initiating, we wash the feet of every student and we offer flower and bow down at their feet. Is it so? Kriya Yoga is so beautiful. But Bharati Krishna is asking, Is it so? The thing is, the question of surrender, that when a spiritual seeker understands my relationship with my beloved, who is my beloved? God. God, my Lord. He is my beloved. I will surrender near him. Surrendering means loving, accepting. You are mine, I am yours. A river is accepting the ocean. I am yours and you are mine will be united. And this is what's, if the river will tell, I don't want to surrender, the ocean will tell, all right. You run a little more, one day will come back, because there is no other way than coming to me. Now the question is, what really stops me in surrendering to God? It is ego. Ego is the obstacle. Ego creates division. Ego is the barrier. And ego tells, no, I can do it. Do you know, there is a story. Story is Lord Vishnu, whom people worship as God, was playing with Mother Lakshmi. They were playing dice. Lord Vishnu said, stop, I'm coming. And Mother Lakshmi knew that somebody may be in need. So Lord Vishnu left, and in no time he came back. He said, let us come and continue our play. What happened? You went and came back so quick? He said, yes. One naked sadhu was walking on the street. And because he was naked and his hair is like this, looking to be a little bit crazy, young children were throwing stone on him. He was walking. So I thought I'll go and rescue that sadhu so that he will not be hurt. And before I went to him, then I saw that sadhu has taken the stones and throwing at the children. Then I thought, he is protecting himself. Why should I go? Here is the ego. That sadhu has ego, throwing the stone, I will do it. Do you know what is happening? What is this surrender is? As I told you, lifting up the hand. What is lifting up the hand? That whatever I could do, I did it. The rest is yours. Be very careful. Sometimes people think, I leave everything to God. I'll sit in the motor car. I'll tell, oh God, let this motor car run. I surrender near you. God will tell, never I will accept your prayer, foolish. I have given a technology. Learn it and try with love for me. Surrender is not that a path of laziness. Many people that do this, I am praying to God, God will fulfill. God will not fulfill. Be very careful. God has given you mind. God has given you memory. God has given you intellect. God has given you also ego. Use it carefully, remembering God. This is the beginning of the surrender. Do your duty, remembering God. This is the beginning of surrender to God. And never think that I will not do anything. Yes, if you are really that, complete surrender, then why you are sitting in the car? If you want to completely surrender to God, I don't want to do anything, sit at your room, close your eyes, stay there. If there is no food, I surrender. You know, one day I surrendered to God. You know what happened? I thought, people tell that Puri is the land of Mother Lakshmi. I will sit in such a place, nobody will see me, I will see nobody, I will see food is coming to me or not. Lord Jagannath's temple is quite a big campus. And in the campus, in the two corners, there are nice gardens. One side garden is only for tulsi and other plants. Other side of the garden, other corner, they are the bodies of Lord Jagannath and others are buried. So I was in that corner sitting I was sitting there so that nobody will see. Do you know what happened? I found somebody coming and touching me. I found a sadhu and holding some food and standing there. Standing there. So I said, looked at him. He said, I brought some prasad, eat it. I knew that sadhu. First I asked, how did you know I am here? Did you see me while coming? He said, no. I said, why did you come? He said, do you know, a strong thought of you came to me. I just came like a machine. I was going to eat because he eats in the temple. But it was morning time, maybe 8, 9 o'clock. So thing is, God is. And if your surrender is complete, not to do anything, just God will fulfill. But don't test. Don't test God. God also plays sometimes, you know. So the first is to do your duty with love for God. And that is why it is said, after doing your duty, for the result, don't expect. That is surrendering. Suppose I have sickness. I go to the doctor. I'll follow the doctor. Doctor tells, take this medicine, take this medicine. Doctor tells, do this. Do you know, we go to the barber shop. Mothers may be going less, the others go more. Nowadays, they do themselves. In the old times, the barber was shaving the face, barber was doing everything. So I used to go and sit with eyes closed, and the barber will do the haircut and everything. And sometimes I slept. So we go to the barber shop. We give our head to the barber. We don't know barber will cut the hair or cut the throat. We trust the barber. We buy the medicine. We trust the medicine that whatever written on the label, it is inside is the same thing. We trust it. Do you know, when I came to West, somebody called me, will you not take some food? I said, no, it was afternoon time. If I feel hungry, there is some cookies somebody has given. That person said, you should read the label. I said, why? Because you don't know what is inside there might be something which you may not be eating. Do you know what I found? I read it. It was cookies. It's written fish oil. Then when I told, you know, to my hosts and others while they were going to take food, I said, do you know, I got a packet and in the packet it is written fish oil. They said, no. I said, yes, because that was new language for me also. I brought the label, they read and their eyes were like this. There is fish oil. It is cookie. So many times we don't read the label, but we eat. And sometimes you read the label, you don't know. It is written F1C2 and something like this. Added preservative, this added edible color, things, but the number is written. Who knows this? It's all tricks, business tricks. However, surrendering to God, it is said in the prayer, whatever I did, kayana vacha manasendriya riva buddhyatmanava prakrute subhavat karomi yatyat sakalam parasmai. Whatever I did through my body, through my mind, through my senses, oh God, I'm offering to you. Rest is yours. Forgive me. Surrendering is asking for forgiveness. If I really love God, I want to surrender. First thing, I'll ask forgiveness. And another thing, always remember in this surrendering, in my day-to-day life, when I'm talking to somebody, when I'm interacting with anybody, am I conscious that I'm talking to the presence of God? If I'm not conscious and then I'm telling, oh God, I'm surrendering, I did this mistake, God will not listen. Be very careful. God listens, but we should be careful in our daily life. However, let us close our eyes. With deep love, let us think of God and Gurus. Let us pray to God and Gurudev. Oh God, oh Gurudev, you have given me this human birth, human life, such rarest of rare opportunity. I am so blessed to be on the path of spirituality. Bless me, O God. I will use this body, these sense organs, mind, intellect, ego, memory very carefully. I'll use these instruments for my own development and also serving others. I'll be careful of my ego, emotion, and wrong memory. O God and Gurudev, I surrender to you. Forgive me. I have committed mistake. I might commit mistake. Wherever there is mistake, give me little punishment. I will be happy to accept it. But I want to change myself, my life, and I want to merge in you completely. Bless me. Let us chant not only for ourselves, but for the entire creation. Sarve bhavantu sukhina. Sarve bhavantu sukhina. Sarve santu niramayah. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I bow to God. I bow to all the divine incarnations. I bow to all the masters of all times and all places. I bow to my beloved Gurudev. I bow to all of you and the entire creation. And praying to God and Gurus, let everybody be happy, healthy. Let there be no suffering in any form. Let there be more peace and prosperity, happiness and progress everywhere. Let our life be truly spiritual life. Let we all love each other, love God's creation, preserve and protect this creation. Let there be no injury to anybody in any form, even in our thoughts, words, or action. O God, O Gurus, I will remember you in every breath. I love you in my every thought, words, and activities. And I am yours and you are mine. Om. Amen. Thank you all.